do that at the end. Hey everybody, Jancy.
Denise Richards and Love on Four Legs.
We love Lulu.
Lulu.
Love on Four Legs. I like that. Lulu, good to have you today. Don't fall asleep too early in the episode. Don't do that. Don't fall asleep. Stick with us for a little bit. As you out there in TV, YouTube land, stick with us for just a little bit.
Little bit.
Stay with us. Usually these are about 8 to 10 minutes long. We like to educate people.
Yep.
We like to entertain people. We like to connect you with people in the area, different vendors.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. We've already talked about cleaners, inspection people. If you want to see any of those, look at the last couple episodes that we've done. Their contact info is in there. And before we get too far in the video, we got to remind everybody to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button on this. We're doing an awesome job, by the way. Well, they're doing an awesome job. I don't know if we're doing an awesome job. We're already up to almost 140 subscribers, which is good.
Oh my gosh.
I know, we're moving up. We're moving up. And I don't mean 140,000 subscribers. I just mean 140.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have to hire security if we get any bigger.
That's a good idea. Lulu can bring in her buddies and they can be security outside the door. They can protect us. So thank you for everybody who has liked and subscribed to our video so far. Go ahead and do that real quick if you have not yet. Do us that favor and do it for Lulu because we like
likes for Lulu.
We like the likes for Lulu. So thank you for doing that so far. Let's jump into this week's video. First of all, we always like to talk a little bit about what we talked about last week in case somebody wants to see what we've hit on so far. And we've talked a little bit about inflation last week. That seems to be moving in the upward direction.
Yeah, that's the hot topic of conversation right now. Fed met this week. And
they did?
They did. And did
Fred
not.
and who else? Oh, the Fed.
The Fed.
I thought you said Fred.
Yeah, and decided not to hike the rate just yet.
Good.
Which means it is impending for March, but that just helps us right now is the time to still buy.
So it's going to go up more this year. I think that's pretty much been guaranteed. It already has gone up a little bit.
Yeah, this last week, last 2 weeks has been incredibly volatile. Interest rates have gone up the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. If you're on the fence, get off it. Make that home purchase.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. So inflation, if you want to see more about what inflation is and how that's happening and what percentage it looks like it's going up, watch the last video because we talk about 5 minutes about inflation. Today, not talking about it for 5 minutes. Today, we are going to hit the market update real quick. I'll start with home sales and things for the United States. I don't know what's going on around the world. In Florida and the rest of the United States, I can tell you the inventory is still crazy low. It just continues to drop. Days on market is super low on average here for Collier and Lee County. It's around 10 days on market when a home hits. And so it is still going hog wild. Is that the right word, hog wild?
I would say hog wild is a good choice of words.
Thank you. How about on the mortgage side?
Hog wild. Yeah. I mean, it is still the time. I still have people refinancing. If you've not had anybody take a look at your mortgage recently, it's a good time to do that.
So yeah, don't forget about the refinance because probably in a year we may be up above 4%. And so refinancing then will be not too late, but you just miss out on the super low rates.
Super opportunity.
Well said. All right. Thankful thoughts. We have anything we're thankful for this week?
So much. I don't even know if I know where to begin.
Really? Oh, all right. Well, I'll begin then.
What do you have?
I feel like I caught you off guard there with the thankful thoughts.
A little bit.
Here's what I'm thankful for. I am thankful for our freedom in Florida. I hit on this all the time, but I just am. Our governor's awesome. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, our governor's awesome here. He loves small businesses.
My beloved DeSantis.
He is. If I was going to say if his wife passes away or if he divorces, you probably wouldn't mind jumping in, but I shouldn't say that because she had cancer a while back.
Well, she's still battling as far as I know. Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's all in good fun, but
it all is in good fun, and thank God she's okay at the moment, and hopefully she will stay healthy. And we love so that's what I'm thankful for. Our state. Anything?
I'm grateful for my gosh, the sunshine. Let's just state the obvious. I
was thinking about that.
I had a little sabbatical 3 days in Cleveland recently, and it was horrifying.
Sorry, I like you, Cleveland. We have family up in that Cleveland area.
I love Northeast Ohio.
My wife was born in Ohio. You know a little bit about Ohio.
Ohio.
I don't know what that means. I don't know enough about Ohio, but it must be a theme song for some sports or something. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get out of Ohio. Let's come back to Florida. The weather.
Yes.
You love the sunshine. Good. I like that. All right. Let's keep moving through the program because this is not about Ohio. This is about Florida. So let's talk a little bit about Florida and home sales. And I think we are going to have a letter from Lulu today. Should I pull that out and see what we got going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lulu has nestled into her little home. Oh, there she is.
She's a hard-working dog, everybody. everybody. I mean, yeah, she had a really long day yesterday, and she is a hard-working dog.
What'd she do yesterday?
She had a lot of networking.
Did she?
Yeah, we did a lot of mortgages. Yeah, we did a lot of mortgages. She gave her lick of approval on 3 of them.
Does she lick your letters for you when you send them out, the envelopes? Lick it, Lulu, lick it. She probably should, but that'd be kind of gross if I was opening a letter that had been licked by a dog. I don't know if I would like that. All right, because I'm not a fan of licking Lulu. I know you do like to lick, though. Just a heads up. I do love Lulu, but not the licks. Don't like the licks, but I like the likes. All right, so enough of that. I feel like we're hitting a rabbit trail. We're hog wild, rabbit trail, and a dog today. So let's jump into the question. Dear Lulu, what happens after the appraisal is completed? Now, that's a good question because we talked about appraisals 2 weeks ago before we got into inflation. We kind of skipped a week on the home purchase process. Let's remind them real quick just about appraisals, and then we'll jump into this question.
Yep. So the appraisal, a lot of people get their inspections mixed up, right? So there's a home inspection in the beginning for the buyer's peace of mind. The appraisal is to determine the value of the property, particularly for a lender if there's financing involved.
Yeah.
So, you know, after that appraisal is done, there's a couple of things that come to mind for me for our buyers to be aware of, right? So on one side, you have this big date on the contract. John, what is that date called? The one where...
I don't know, the close date? Which one are we talking about?
The one where I have to make sure that the approval...
Financing contingency.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, the financing contingency. It's usually within 30 days of the contract execution date.
Yes.
And it's up to the lender to make sure that that date is met and that the loan has been approved by then.
So hopefully you got a good lender to watch that.
Hopefully.
So that date, financing contingency date, yes, that's usually about 30 days out from the beginning of the contract date, right? The effective date. And so that's interesting. Anything else you want to bring in there? Then I'll give my 2 cents on what happens after the appraisal is completed.
Yeah,
Any other thoughts there?
Yeah, the conditional approval that you'll get that meets your financing contingency is going to be underwritten, your underwritten approval. There'll be some I's to dot, T's to cross after that comes out, but you can rest assured you're going to close your loan.
Hey, if they have it with you.
Yes.
I don't know if they should rest assured if they have it with a large bank. I mentioned before, if you are getting your loan through a large bank, like a nationwide bank I'm talking about, the big ones, you know, like the one that's the big horse-drawn carriage one. I won't say the name of it, but anyways, you may know which one that is. And then there's a big bank that starts with Bank of, I won't say that one either, but if you're getting a loan through them, I'm just nervous when I see those pre-approvals come in.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous right now just talking about it. All right, let's move on. So what happens on the buyer-seller side from my perspective as the realtor after the appraisal? Well, there's not a lot that I do, but there is a lot that the title company does for me during that time. My title company or attorney here in Florida who can help close any transactions, they are staying in touch with the buyer or the seller, making sure that any last-minute paperwork can be brought in. And there's not too much because the heavy lifting has been done early in the contract phase period for the real estate agent.
For you, yeah.
The first basically 15 days is my heavy workload time period, and then the last 3 to 4 days. So there's an in-between of usually anywhere from a week to 2 weeks that really there's not a lot for me as the real estate agent to do other than just to make sure that the title company is staying on track and make sure that you as the lender is also is staying on track. So that's really it for me at that point.
That's so true. You do the heavy lifting in the beginning and at the end, and really your lender and your title company are doing the heavy lifting during the in-between part.
That's right, and all that heavy lifting, that's why I got these things. I call them guns. All right, let's move on to the next part of our, thank you, great question by the way. And if you have a question for Denise and I in regards to this, send it to Lulu. You can send it to Lulu with the questions at the bottom of this video underneath the, well, I don't know what they do. They just write it.
Right at the bottom. Just put a question in there. It could be a question to Lulu, or it could be a question for Lulu to ask us.
Before we forget, Lulu has a wonderful dress on today, and I didn't mention that, I don't think, and it's a beautiful pink dress. And it's nice with a little pink bow. There's Lulu. If you like Lulu's dress, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't like it, go ahead and hit it anyways.
She's so
Good job,
tired.
Lulu. She's so tired. All right, let's keep moving on because I'm starting to get tired as well, too. Let's keep it moving. All right, so the last thing we want to talk about today is our connect. We want to connect the audience. If you are watching this video today, want to connect you with somebody locally here in the Naples, Bonita, Fort Myers area. And today we're going to talk about Cassandra.
Cassandra.
Now, you know her. She is in one of our networking teams.
She is, yep.
She's a wonderful gal. They just moved. Her and her husband just moved from up northeast somewhere. Do you remember what state she says?
I thought New Hampshire, somewhere up there. But
that sounds right.
They are a custom cabinet company.
Yes, they are.
Or storage solution company also.
Yes.
But the unique thing about them I love is they literally hand make everything.
That's true.
There are no purchased pieces that they then put together. It does not work like that.
Doesn't work like that. They're not going to Lowe's and buying the boxes. They are cutting the wood. They are painting the wood. They are doing everything for your cabinets. And they are here in Lee County. They have an awesome, huge facility where they got really cool, crazy machines that I don't even know what they're called. And I really don't even know what they do, but I've seen pictures of them, but they're really unique.
And to further connect, not to interrupt you, they're looking for a sanding and finisher.
I'm interrupting you right now. Go ahead. They're looking for
a sander and finisher.
Yeah.
So, and willing to train. So
if you need a job,
you like to work with your hands and you have a little bit of an artsiness to you, it might be a good fit.
They say they train well, and if you're up north and you don't like your state or your weather, come on down. These folks will hire you and get you rock and rolling. Come to this camera here because I got a video. I got a quick card here for her. If you want her contact information, hopefully that's in focus. Millworks is the name of their company. We'll post their
Murdock Millworks.
Murdock Millworks.
Murdock Millworks.
It's a husband and wife duo team with a couple extra employees. We'll put their info in the description below, and we would love to introduce you to Cassandra and her husband. They're really fun people. All right, that's all I got for today. We got anything else we want to do?
I think I'm good, Lulu.
Lulu's happy. Hit the thumbs up. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great day.
Bye.